Hey guys, welcome back to another very exciting tutorial. So in today's video we are going to see how to create this screen. So this screen is same as settings screen of iPhone. So if you see that, if I just open the settings screen in the background, so you can compare here only that both the screens are almost same. So if I open here, so this is the actual settings screen, where you can see at the top you have the sign in to your iPhone with iCloud and App Store options. Then general, accessibility and privacy option are there. Then password option is also there. And then this is the app which we have created. So in this app you can see it is same. And this app we are going to create using form, which is available in SwiftUI and which is very easy. So let's get started and see how we can do this. So like always, I will create a new xcode project, and again I'm using xcode 12 beta here, so make sure you are using xcode 12 beta and above. Then let's name our app as settings screen demo. Make sure these settings are same and click next. Then let's save it on our desktop. Okay, so now we can start. So the first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some properties which I'm going to use inside my app. So like here we have different properties. Like you can see that I need to use this username text field, so I need username state property at the top. Then I have these two toggles, one is for notification and one is for profile. So I will create those two toggles. This is for private account and this is for notification enable. So three properties I am going to create at the top. And also I have the speaker option here. So for that also I need to provide one array and default index value. So let's get started with that first. Let me just resize this and let me click on resume so that the changes will be reflecting here. Okay, so now we can start. So let me just create the first property as username, which will be of type string. Then second I need to create is private bool variable, so I will say private var is private, which will be of type bool, and by default I will set the value as true. Then the third one I am going to create is again private var, this one is for notifications, so I will say notifications enabled, again type of bool, and by default in this I will put the value as false. Then I need to create drop down values for my picker, so let's create that. State private var, let's call it as preview index. Let us assign this value as 0. And then one more thing I want is here I need variable of preview options. Those we are going to display inside our this picker. So for that I will create this, and let's give three values. First is always, then second is when unlocked, and the third one is never. Okay, so we have our all the data ready. Now we can start creating our view. So the first thing what I want is I want to give this title at the top, which is settings. So let's give that. Let's remove the default text and add a navigation view, and this navigation view will have navigation title. So before starting that, let me just give some default text in between so that we will not get any error. And now I can give navigation bar title, and this title will be nothing but settings. So you can see it is reflecting here in the canvas. Okay, so now we have given our title. Now we need to create one form. So let's start by creating a form. once I create the form, you can see the background color will get changed little bit, which will be like, so currently it's dark mode. Let's see how it looks in the light mode. So for that I will go down here in the simulator and I will just change the dark appearance, and you can check here also in light mode it looks like this, and in our app it is almost same. So this is how it looks, and this is the color, background color, which comes when you insert a form in your view. So now I have the form ready. I can create different sections inside this. So the first section will be like this, inside which we have to show this one image of the person and two text. These two are horizontal and these two are vertical. So what we will do is we will create an h stack first, add one image, and then we will use one v stack and add these two text. So let's do that. First add one h stack. Inside h stack we will add one image, and we will add system name, and name of the image will be person dot circle dot fill. Now you can see it is reflecting here. Now I just need to increase that font, so I will say dot font, and I will say dot system size, and here I need to give size as 50. Then the size will increase, and also you can see that it's gray color, so let me change the color. For that I will use foreground color option, and I will say dot gray. Okay, so now our image is ready. Now we need to do these two text vertically. So let's create a v-stack for that first, and inside v-stack we need two text, or you can say the top one is button. So I can create one button first and give text at the bottom. So let's create a button with title as sign in to your iPhone. Action we are not going to give anything, so we will keep it blank, and after this I need to give some font to my button. So I will give the font as dot callout, so it will just get smaller. And then let's create our text, which is at the bottom of this button, and the text is set up iCloud, the App Store, and more. And we need to also set this properly, so I will say that dot font dot caption, and also we need to give foreground color dot secondary I will give, which is light gray. And now you can see it's looking fine, but the text is centered aligned, so we need to align our v-stack. So let's add the alignment to our v-stack, and alignment will be dot leading. So now you can see the text is properly set. So we have our first module ready, the first section is ready. Now we can focus on the second part. So let me just remove the extra spacing, and we can now focus on the second section. So first one is ready. Now let's see how we can create this three things, where general and with this image. So let's get started with that. First let me create a section. Inside this section I need one h stack, because we need to keep these two horizontally, that's why h stack. And now let's create our image. This image will be system image I am going to use, and the name of the image is here. You can see here how it is reflecting. Now I need to give frame to this image, because this image is too small, so I will say height and width of 25 by 25. Also we need to give the foreground color. Here you can see the foreground color is white and background is gray, so let's do that. Background color dot gray. Now you can see that this button background has some corners, so we need to give a clip shape to this button, clip shape, and in this I will provide, so if we provide default it will take a circular, but we need some rounded rectangle shape, so let's give that rounded rectangle, and it needs to pass, we need to pass corner radius to this, which is 5, and we don't need this extra part, so let's remove that. And now you can see that the button icon is proper. Now we can give the actual text here. For that I will use picker, and inside this we have the selection option. Let me just write this again, selection, and the selection will be nothing but dollar, the one which we have created at the top, that is preview index, and then I have to give label, and this label will be nothing but our text, which is general, and then brackets. So like this you can see now it's same. So this is how you have created the first or you can say first option in the second section. Now for the two we will just copy paste the code, and we will just change the part where we have this image is different and the title. So let's do that. So I will select edge stack here, and let's just copy that. Now you can see it is showing same thing, but we have this image option different, so let me just give the different image. Here you can see I have this image, so let me just add this. So who don't know that from where this image is coming, basically when you write system name, this image comes from the SF symbols. If you don't know how to use that, please check my previous videos where I have explained how you can use system images, that is SF symbols, in your SwiftUI app directly. So make sure you check that image, check that video if you don't know. And let's work on this now. Here I want to say person dot crop dot circle dot batch dot exclaim, I have to say. So if you write this code, it should actually reflect here, but now we need to give some different color also to this. Color here I will give as blue. Then let me just check the spelling of this. It's person dot crop dot circle dot patch dot exclaim is, let me just change with this, and now it is reflecting here. Okay, and let me change the text also here. So the text here is accessibility, so let me just write that, accessibility. So this is how you have created the second part. Now let's create the third part, which is privacy. So again we will just copy paste the code, and the third part where we have this image as hand dot raised dot fill. Okay, and here the text is privacy, and now you can see the third one is also exactly the same. So now we can focus on the next section, which is passwords. So let's create that. So for creating a password, you can see that here we have completely a new section, so we don't need to write here, we need to come outside this section. So let's come outside this section and write a new section below this. Let me just write this part again. Looks like I have missed something. This h tag is actually giving me error. Let me just write this part of code again. Or okay, this is wrong here. So we have created frame with height and width. Let me just build it once to check if everything is correct. Okay, now we can start writing the next code. Here again I have to give foreground color, so let me just give that. Foreground color I have to give here, which is actually white, so let's give that. Then background as gray, and then clip shape, which is same as like this. So let me just copy paste this code so that we can save our time. And here I need to say passwords. Let me just write this key again. Now it should reflect here. Let me just click resume. Okay, so now you can see it is again same like our app. Okay, so now we can focus on this bottom part where I have this profile section with text field inside this, and we have this toggle here. So let's create that. Again we need to come outside this section and we need to create a new section. And here there is one new thing, that earlier we had not given section any header, but in this we have to give section with one header option, and this header will having some text which is profile. Let me just write this inside the quotes. Okay, so this is how we can create our section. And now you can see here, if I just close this left panel and show you here the actual app, you can see we have this profile at the top, so that is here. And now we can create our actual view inside this section. So first we have text field, so let's create a text field. Text field is having the placeholder as username, and we have text which we have created at the start at the top, which is username. Then we have to create one toggle like this toggle, and this toggle is having one property as is on. For that also we have created one property at the top, which is private. We'll pass that here, and then we have to create a label. So let me just write this code like this, and here we have to give the text for our toggle, which is whether it's a private account. So now you can see it will reflect here. So we have created this part also. Now our this section is also ready. Now we can create the next part. So for that again we need to create a new section with header. So let's just copy this code, and here we have the title as notifications. Let me just run this code to see it properly. Okay, notifications, and inside this we have the first thing as this toggle. So let me just change the title of this toggle to show previews, or its toggle name is enabled, so let's give that. And again here we need to pass our different value, which is here I will say for toggle I will say is on with the values of dollar notifications enabled, and we don't need text field, so let's remove that. So now we have our this toggle here. By default it is false, and this one is on because we have created at the top like this. We have given default values true and false. And now once our toggle is ready, now we need to create this picker with these three options. So let's create that now. So I will say pick a selection, again same preview index, then we need to give label. For that we need to pass the text, and text will be show previews, and then I will create inside this one for each loop to pass the values for my picker, which will go from 0 to less than the array which we have created at the top, which is preview options dot count, and inside this we'll print our values, which is self dot preview options, and the value which is current value as $0. So it will take one value at a time using this index. And now we have this ready. Let's see if it is working fine. By default it is always. When I click on when unlocked, it will select that never, then it will select that never. Now we have this part also ready. So the next second last part is creating this version part. So let's create that. So for that again I will choose one new section. I will say section with header, and here I need to pass text. So I will say text about, and now section is created. Let me just scroll this. Okay, and now I need to create this part where I can show the version. So let's create the version. For that I need to create first h-tag, and inside this I will create one text first which will say version, and then I need to give spacer so that it will space out both the things, like first this label and this label. It will space out both the text, and the second text will be my version number. So let's say 1.1.0. so this will create our this second last part, that is version. And now we need to create the last part where I have this reset all settings button inside the section. So let's do that. Section, and this section don't have any title, so we will not give any header to that section. And inside this we need to create button, and I will give button with some action. Let's say action, when I click on this I will print something, like I will say button clicked, and I need to give title to this. I will say reset all settings. So now it will create this button at the last. So now let's run this and see how it is working. So I will run this on the iPhone SE just to check and compare it with this iPhone 11 screen. And for the meanwhile what we can do is we can create open the actual settings screen. Okay, so the app is now running. So you guys have must seen how easy it is to create this settings screen like iPhone. And now we can compare these both the screens side by side. You can see this almost same, and we have to take so much less efforts to create this type of screen in SwiftUI. So thank you guys for watching this video. This is all about today's video. I just wanted to show how easy it is to create this form type screens in SwiftUI easily. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have liked this video. And to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel, and also to get the videos code or any code which I am developing in my videos, you can get that code from this my GitHub profile. You can hit to this Prashant Gaikwad iOS, where you will get all the codes for my videos. And also you can follow me on Instagram, where I post daily updates regarding my videos. And also I am on Twitter, where I post my daily updates regarding iOS development, and if I found anything useful I share that or retweet that here. So you can follow me here on Twitter also. So that's all for today's video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.